Most of us are familiar with the fact that women live longer than men. But fellas, if I told you there was one thing that could be done to increase your lifespan, would you do it? Research out of the University of Otago in collaboration with UCLA has shown that castration of male sheep delays aging of DNA compared to intact males, and that it also drives feminine characteristics of DNA and the chemical tags it holds, known as DNA methylation. In order to do this, we took DNA samples from a large number of sheep and generated the first sheep epigenetic clock so we could measure DNA aging. We then compared the clocks of castrated and intact sheep and found that the castrated sheep clock ticks slower. For castrated sheep such as Gus, a 9-year-old from our study cohort, or even Shrek, the famous castrated merino that evaded capture and ultimately lived for nearly 17 years. This means that their relatively long lives are reflected in their DNA. Additionally, we found that at several specific DNA sites, methylation patterns in the castrated sheep more closely resembled female patterns rather than those seen in the intact males. In the intact males, these methylation tags on the DNA are gradually lost over the course of their lives, while the female and the castrated male sheep hold on to these chemical tags. To make this story even more interesting, the genetic sites most affected in this way by castration also bind to receptors of male sex hormones in humans at a much greater rate than we would expect by chance. This provides a clear link between castration, male hormones, and sex-specific differences in DNA aging.